It's Juneteenth.
A day to learn more about our country's history and celebrate the Emancipation Proclamation. Channel 8's Mackenzie Johnson spoke with some people about what the holiday means to them. Mackenzie?
Juneteenth is our newest federal holiday, but the celebration of the day goes back quite a ways in history. Here in Lincoln, people are continuing to remember the slaves who fought for their freedom.
It means family. It means pride.
The history of Juneteenth can be traced back 158 years ago today to 1865. The Emancipation Proclamation was signed in 1863, but for another 2.5 years, almost nothing changed. But June 19th of 1865 was when the Major General Gordon Granger ordered freedom for the enslaved people of Texas.
I feel like growing up, when we go to school and we're taught about American history, slavery is talked about, but we don't really get the full perspective of it from the angle of all the people that were enslaved. And I feel like Juneteenth is a great step forward in kind of recognizing those voices and recognizing the perspectives.
It wasn't until 2021 that the day was recognized as a federal holiday. The past few days in Lincoln, people have been hosting celebrations to commemorate the day. The Malone Community Center held an event on Saturday, and Black is Beautiful Nebraska hosted one on Sunday. Students found stories of slaves from the time period and shared their struggles and triumphs as they fought for their own freedom.
It's easy to teach in the textbooks as like, oh, in 1865, Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, but that little sentence, that factoid ignores the really complex reality of everything that went on before and after that. They were people just like us, and they deserve to have their stories told.
Some say the celebrations and events are a great way to show the representation of the Black community in Nebraska. Now, all of these years later, Maxie Harris says it's so important to remember the history and continue to learn and grow as the years go on.
We've built our country on the backs of those who've been enslaved. And in some ways, we're still working through that process. And so for us to be able to celebrate and come together, join family, do dances, share poetry, artwork, all of that is important to acknowledge the persistence. Freedom is never really won. We've got to continue to tell the stories. We're strong people.
And we've got plenty more information about the other Juneteenth celebrations in the city. You can find all of that on our website, klkntv.com.
Mackenzie Johnson with our top story tonight. Thank you, Mackenzie.